New footage of the Atlanta brawl at Lil Baby's show between Fatso and Rell Vert was leaked, and it reignited a long-standing beef tied to the legacy of Lil Jeff, Lil Scoom, and the fractured alliances of Chicago's drill scene. What started as a clash over respect quickly revealed roots of betrayal that go far beyond music. This is how one fight opened the door to a complex, never-ending beef between the two deadliest gangs in Chicago. Backstage Brawl. On June 7th, 2025, at Lil Baby's Wham World Tour stop in Atlanta's State Farm Arena, YFG Fatso and Rell Vert came face to face, and it exploded into a full-on confrontation. Vert, repping the Blood Hounds tied to Chicago's notorious drill scene, reportedly pressed Fatso backstage, running up on him aggressively over long-standing beef tied to their crews and fallen homies like Lil Jeff and Lil Scoom.
Check it out, check it out, man. You ain't doing none of that. Leave that shit in the trench, you know what's going on. Man, let me holler, check it out. You ain't doing none of that, bro.
A leaked video showed Vert charging at Fatso, and social media went wild, with Vanoff 1700, an OTF affiliate and Fatso ally, going live afterward claiming Vert lost the fight to a 17-year-old Fatso, stirring serious online mockery about Vert being embarrassed at 24 years old. Bloodhound OGs stepped in quickly to pull Vert away and stop the fight from escalating in the public venue, prioritizing business over street beef. Meanwhile, Chucky and Vanoff 1700 were nearby but didn't jump in, which sparked debate on X and Reddit about loyalty and strategy. Fatso clapped back, calling Vert a grown goofy and telling him to keep it in the trenches, a phrase some saw as a way to keep the beef off the public stage, or maybe even an admission to back down. This backstage altercation wasn't random. It's tied to a deep-rooted rivalry between OTF's 808 mob affiliates like Fatso and Bloodhound members, including Lil Jeff, Q50, and Rell Vert. Fatso and Lil Jeff traded diss tracks while Jeff was alive, with Jeff sarcastically dubbing Fatso Rookie of the Year, and Fatso firing back hard only after Jeff's, which some called ho for the timing. The Bloodhounds and O-Block sets, with alliances like Burly Boys, 8-Tray Mob, and Drill City, have fueled these beefs for years, spilling from jail beefs to social media wars. Vanoff 1700's live commentary after the fight added fuel, insisting Vert lost to Fatso, which Vert and Q50 disputed, defending their man's reputation. Online, the fight sparked a frenzy. Reddit's r/Chiricology lit up with debates on who really won and whether Fatso showed strength or weakness.
Over some shit. I bet. All right, boom. No, look, they swung. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now Vert put his head down on both grades. Fatso catch his ass. Look, ooh, he just caught Vert ass. Vert come right back. Look. Bang, I like that. Now they dragging each other some more. Doing it.
Some pointed out Bloodhound OGs checked Vert's aggression to protect ties with the industry, while others mocked Vert for falling to a younger rapper. Despite the noise, no further violence erupted from the incident, likely thanks to the OG's intervention and the venue setting. This showdown perfectly shows how Chicago drill's violence, music, and social media mix into real-time street politics. Lil Baby's concert otherwise went smooth, but this backstage drama overshadowed the night. Fatso and Vanoff 1700's close alliance stayed solid through it all, united against Bloodhound rivals. The leaked videos and online posts keep the beef alive, but with no official statements or police involvement. It's anyone's guess what comes next. The streets are watching. This ain't just a concert scuffle. It's a chapter in the never-ending saga between O-Block and the Bloodhounds, where every word, every look, every fight counts. YFG versus Bloodhounds. YFG Fatso and the Bloodhounds have been at the center of one of Chicago's most violent and bitter rivalries in recent years. On the O-Block side, YFG Fatso stands out as a key figure, known for his aggressive style and deep ties to the neighborhood. Fatso and his crew have long been clashing with the Bloodhounds, who include prominent members like Lil Jeff, Q50, and Rell Vert. The beef runs deep, fueled by street politics, past betrayals, and brutal losses. The Bloodhounds, representing sets from the East Side, gained notoriety through their bold moves and high-profile attacks. Lil Jeff, whose real name was Jeffrey Lamar Harris Jr., was one of the most feared members, known not just for his raps, but for being the deadliest member of the Bloodhound gang, with 11 bodies to his name. His June 2024 on South Rhodes Avenue during a sent shockwaves through the scene. Q50 and Rell Vert, close affiliates, continued the fight, with Vert often taking the lead in public confrontations against Trap City. Their rivalry goes back years, with roots in the deaths of other members like Lil Scoom, who was backdoored in 2024 after a long history of tension with Fatso's crew. YFG Fatso and his crew have clapped back hard. Fatso's disses often target the Blood Hounds' credibility and loyalty, calling out members like Vert for clout chasing and being weak. Behind the scenes, the tension is layered with stories of jail beefs, rumored setups, and fractured alliances. Lil Scoom's death after being backdoored and Lil Jeff's Woodlawn only added fuel, turning the rivalry into a cycle of retaliation and grief. Rell Vert's public calls for peace are often drowned out by street talk about the need to respond with force. Meanwhile, Fatso pushes the narrative that the Blood Hounds are scared and not really about that life, stoking the flames. The war between Fatso and the Blood Hounds remains unresolved, with no clear end in sight. Every diss track and every public confrontation just adds layers to the deep-rooted hostility. How did it start? But this beef goes back to when Lil Scoom and Lil Jeff were alive.
On Shamaya, you sound slow. 5-6 months ago when I was on the band, I was outside every day. When Lil Jeff was alive, I was outside every day, so y'all can stop all that scatter Lil Jeff shit. On Shamaya.
This whole thing between YFG Fatso, Lil Scoom, and Bloodhound Lil Jeff might be one of the grimiest beefs in the Chicago drill scene right now. It started on wax but turned into a full-blown war, with dead ops still getting dissed and tension spilling over into real life. Both Scoom and Jeff gone, but Fatso still throwing shots like they alive, and the Bloodhounds ain't letting that slide. It kicked off when Scoom accused Fatso of biting his bars, said bro was jacking his whole style. In drill, that's like calling somebody a fake, one of the worst things you can say. Scoom came with a track, going straight at Fatso, calling him out for stealing. Reddit heads been talking about it since, saying Scoom's delivery was raw, aggressive, real gutter. Fatso ain't duck it though. He dropped his own diss, something slick with that OTF polish. Some folks said Scoom had more hunger, others gave it to Fatso for sounding more polished. Either way, that lyrical tension turned into smoke. Bloodhound Lil Jeff, who was tight with Scoom through Drill City and NLMB ties, already had issues with Fatso. He'd called Fatso Rookie of the Year on some sarcastic shit, basically clowning his rise. Back when Jeff was still around, Fatso didn't really push the issue. He didn't have to. Someone else was already planning on handling things for him. 2 months, 2 Bloodhounds less. On June 8, 2024, Bloodhound Lil Jeff was in Chicago's Woodlawn neighborhood. It happened around 5:15 p.m. near 66th and Rhodes. Jeff was reportedly chasing down a man in yellow shorts when things went left. Witnesses say he let off a and hit the dude, but then more popped out from the alley. Backup. They let off over a dozen rounds. Jeff got hit around 15 to 19 times in the chest before collapsing. His people rushed him to the University of Chicago Medical Center, but it was too late. He was pronounced dead on arrival. The autopsy said multiple wounds to the chest. Toxicology also found fentanyl, cocaine, alcohol, and prescription meds in his system, hinting he might have been under the influence at the time. Word in the streets is he walked into enemy territory, Trap City's hood, possibly to take pictures or make a statement. But whatever the reason, it ended in bloodshed. Nearly a month after Jeff's death, Scoom got backdoored, lined by somebody close and laid out in 2024. That should have been the end of the back and forth, but Fatso kept going. He trolled Scoom heavily on live, sending to the dead man. That move got heat. Even Philly rapper Hood Tally called it ho shit, saying Fatso waited till Scoom died to start really talking tough.
Stay on the line his raps, that boy don't clap her, Scoom put a diss out for him. Niggas play 4v1 and I know it's the press.
I be quick trying to tap that butt.
So I click that bitch quick.
Oh my God.
That's when Rell Vert jumped in. Rell was locked in with both Jeff and Scoom, and he wasn't gonna sit back. The tension came to a head at Lil Baby's concert in Atlanta, June 7th, 2025. Backstage, Vert pressed Fatso, ran down on him, trying to check him about the disrespect. Word is, they got into it. Vonoff 1700, who was there with Fatso, hopped on live after and said Fatso, who's just 17, handled Vert, who's 24. Internet ate it up. He let a 17-year-old whoop him, went viral.
To grab his ass, get beastie with him, throw him this way, throw him with, but Fatso just get out that JOC, he just did that little time, so his little ass, he beastie, folks. He beastie, shorty, so he ain't going like that, folks. He standing up with Vert, so they pushing each other over some shit. Oh, I bet, all right, boom. No, look, they swung. Now, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now, Vert put his head down on both grade. Fatso catch his ass, look, Bang, he just caught Vert ass. Oh, bro, Greg. Vert come right back, look. Bang, I like that. On bro, Greg, now they dragging each other some more, throwing each other all around. Boom, boom. Now they only threw 2 punches. Both of them got 2 good ass hits in. On bro, Greg, Fatso got the first hit, Vert got the second hit. But them bitches was like match to match though. You heard Fatso shit, his shit. Then you heard Vert shit, his shit. We they getting it busted in this bitch. Boom. Now Vert get over beastie, throw him to the TV. Boom. Now they on the floor. Now Lil Shimmy get the bugging up. He man, y'all ass tweaking, man. Y'all tweaking in my room, man. Y'all tweaking in my dressing room, man. Get the fuck up, get out.
Reddit, X, YouTube. Everyone had something to say. Fatso kept the pressure up, went online calling Vert a grown goofy, telling him to keep it in the trenches. Some took that as him standing on business. Others said he was ducking public fades. This whole thing tied deep into set beef too. Fatso with OTF, 808 Mob, Burly Boys. Blood Hounds rock with 8 Trey Mob, NLMB, and got ties all through Drill City. So even if Scoom wasn't Bloodhound, he was tapped in enough that it made Fatso's disses hit the whole squad. These ain't just rap disses, it's sets clashing, bodies already dropped, more possibly coming, and the net just fans the flame. Our Chiricology breaking down every live. YouTube channels like C2 Liddy doing frame-by-frame analysis, X posts spinning every fight into a win or L. Vonoff 1700 been standing 10 toes with Fatso, backed him on Child Place, clowned Vert after the Atlanta fight, and been popping out in every diss track. His presence makes it clear, OTF side ain't folding. Even after Fatso got locked in March 2025, the disrespect ain't stopped. His older tracks still spin and his name's still hot in the streets. So now what? Scoom and Jeff both gone and Fatso still on go. Vert tried to handle it but walked away with a meme. Q50 talking on lives, but the streets ain't forgot how shaky his story sounded. Everyone just waiting to see who gon' make the next move. This ain't just rap, this real drill politics. Fatso revealed the beef really blew up when he spotted Lil Scoom locked up in jail. He said that's when the energy changed, saying Scoom acted tough around his own mother, and that's when he stopped seeing him as just another rapper. That he became an op right there.
Shit, Scoom was in jail and one of them posted the Nightcrawler song pointing out the fact that he took some of my lyrics. I didn't give a about it because it's music. I'd rather make money as one than be arguing about stupid shit. Folks call me about the music shit. I don't care about that shit, gang. It's lyrics, for whatever it is, for I don't care about that shit. What started it is, soon as the nigga heard of it, the nigga in jail, he dropped a diss track.
He claimed he offered Scoom to settle it man-to-man behind bars, but Scoom never took the offer, letting that sit on air. Fast forward to July 9th, and Fatso drops a diss same day Scoom got and goes live trolling, saying Scoom was soft and never had the spine, Fatso thought. Fatso sliding in hard same day, Scoom got backdoored. No build-up, no sympathy, just smoke. Fans on TikTok and YT called it brutal, saying, YFG Fatso dropping this diss the same day as Scoom 89 passing is wild. No apology, no pause. Fatso made it clear he doesn't feel that forgiveness shit. Chicago gang dynamics. This wasn't just rap beef. This was set warfare disguised as music, where every bar dropped carried the weight of a street alliance. When Fatso dissed Lil Scoom and Vert, he wasn't just throwing shots for clout. He was representing a side. With deep ties to Lil Durk's OTF, 808 Mob, and the Burly Boys, Fatso's affiliations put him in direct opposition to the Bloodhound camp, home to Lil Jeff, Vert, and Q50. And once Scoom was gone and Jeff had fallen, Fatso wasn't backing down. He was just getting started. See, the Burly Boys have long-standing beef with sets like 8 Tree Mob and MTV. These aren't just random names, they're neighborhood battlegrounds, especially in areas like Chicago's West Side. Drill City, the set Scoom repped, stood alongside Bloodhound and NLMB, creating a hostile alliance network that naturally clashed with OTF and its affiliates. And then you've got Vonoff 1700, another major puzzle piece. A Toss Gang member with his own OTF links, Vonoff 1700 didn't just rap, he moved like a soldier. His personal beef with DCG, Bsov, and Q50 made him the perfect reinforcement in this street-aligned rap war. What most fans missed is how deep this tension goes. There's speculation, unconfirmed but constantly whispered on Reddit, that Fatso's circle may have had something to do with Scoom's death. No real proof, just talk. But it's the kind of talk that shapes drill beef into urban legend. Combine that with past street lawsuits, arrests, and run-ins between Burly Boys and 8 Trey Mob, and you start to realize this beef wasn't born online. It bled into the internet from the pavement, and when things got too hot, the OGs stepped in. During the Atlanta incident, it was reportedly a Blood Hound OG who calmed the situation. Why? Because older heads knew the price of public beef. They understood the industry politics that come with rap fame. For them, it was about protecting the brand, the bag, and maybe even a few young lives. But the younger ones, they weren't always trying to hear it. For them, clout was currency. Fatso accused Vert of clout chasing. Vert denied it, but fans had already taken sides. Reddit threads debated who won the altercation, while YouTube reaction channels like Basso Beats and C2 Liddy lit up with replays and mockery. Vert's age became a joke. He was 24, Fatso just 17, and the internet never lets things like that slide. The fans weren't the only ones watching. Social media platforms like X helped frame the entire narrative. At Chirac and at Rap House TV, 2 posted updates, took sides, and kept the drama alive. Vert's decision not to post the actual fight only made things worse, and when Fatso got arrested in March 2025, the timeline exploded. People argued whether the arrest was karma or just another setback for a young artist caught in too deep. There are still lingering questions about Vert's mention of someone named Hulk who got shot, about his deceased brother, and about Q50's claim that he called Fatso after Scoom died. None of it fully adds up. But that's the thing with Chicago beef. It's never just what's on camera. OTF's side is still winning the optics game. Fatso's alliance with Vonoff 1700, plus backing from Lil Durk, gives them unmatched reach. Even with legal issues, Fatso's name rings bells in and outside Chicago. Blood Hound, on the other hand, is still regrouping. Vert took an L in Atlanta. Q50's credibility is shaky, and without Lil Jeff, their presence in the scene feels dimmer. But it's not over. This whole beef between songs, lives, and legacies shows just how much the Chicago drill scene has evolved, from the blocks to the blogs, from real to Reddit debates. And as the old heads try to pull the younger ones back from the edge, the world keeps watching, one diss track at a time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click on a video on either side to watch a video similar to this one.